All right, let's talk about movie theaters because I don't know if y'all noticed this, but they're on life support right now. And I know some of you are still holding on to, but the theater experience is so magical. And sure, yeah, sometimes it is. And most of the time, it's not. It's expensive. It's boring. And it feels like the industry is just stuck in 2005. Now, I love going to the movies, but I can also look at this objectively and say there is a problem here and they need something to fix it. Meanwhile, streaming is growing faster than ever. Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video, Max, even freaking YouTube is passing all of them. There's more content at your fingertips than ever before. And people are asking themselves, why would I leave my house to drop $50 on a movie when I can stay home and be more comfortable with less money? Today, I want to break down how we got here, why theaters are losing, and why concerts and sports aren't, and how, if they're smart, could they actually make a comeback? All right, the truth is, going to the movies just doesn't feel worth it anymore. Let's walk through a typical trip to the movies, shall we? You're going to pick your show time. You're going to find a parking spot. You're going to wait in line. You're going to pay $15 to $20 for a ticket, another $20 on snacks, and don't even think about getting an actual drink unless you brought a cosigner with you. Then you sit down, you watch 25 minutes of trailers and random ads. And you hope the guy next to you doesn't pull out his phone mid-movie. And what do you get for all that trouble and all that money? A movie that most of the time you could have just waited to watch at home 3 weeks later. That's not just bad business, it's outdated. Now here's the part where the whole industry really fumbled. Streaming didn't just show up, it took over. And they didn't even see it coming. During COVID, we all saw how fast things could change. Warner Brothers dropped the entire 2021 slate straight onto HBO Max. Disney was putting new releases behind $30 paywalls on Disney Plus, and Netflix just kept pushing out original movies every single week. And people didn't miss the theaters. Most folks realized they actually preferred watching at home. And I don't blame them. Think about it. You got a 4K TV, HDR, a pause button, a comfy couch, cheap snacks, no one talking behind you, no one kicking your seat. It's just a better deal, especially for families, for people on a budget. So yeah, theaters didn't just lose to streaming, they got steamrolled. And what's crazy is how limited theaters have become. It used to be you can see all kinds of movies, dramas, comedies, thrillers, indie stuff, foreign films, rom-coms. But now, if it's not a superhero movie, a horror flick, or a big budget CGI reboot, it doesn't even make it to the big screen. The entire middle tier of movies for almost a decade, the adult dramas, the original screenplays, they all went to streaming, gone. So theaters are stuck showing the same recycled junk over and over. And audiences are checking out. They're burnt out. The studios are too scared to take risks in theaters because streaming feels safer and cheaper. It's a vicious cycle, and no one is breaking it. Here's the part where it really makes you think. People still love going out. They just don't go to the movies anymore. People show you that the movie theaters are doing very well, and they're making hundreds of millions of dollars. But if you look at the average ticket price, there's less people going to the theater. Concerts, sold out. Sporting events, packed. Even Broadway and live events are doing fine. People are dropping hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars on live shows, festivals, playoff games. It's not that people don't want to go out. They just want to go out to stuff that feels worth it. Why is that? Because concerts and sports feel like an event. You're part of something. The energy in a room, the crowd, the performance, it's electrical. You can't pause it. You can't rewind it. It's live, and you feel that. But movies, you just sit in a chair. You don't talk. You come with your group of friends. Everyone's like, I want to sit next to you, but you don't actually speak to each other. You watch something that'll be on Max or Prime in a month or so. There's like no connection anymore. There's no excitement. There's just content on the screen, and content is everywhere, so it loses its value. So let's talk about how I think they could fix things. Take a little risk. I do think there's a way out, but theaters have to stop acting like it's 1997. Here's what I'll do if I ran a theater chain. And you can agree or disagree with me. These are just my thoughts. Look, one, make a theater experience feel special again. If I'm leaving my house, make it an event. Give me a fan screening. Give me a director's cut in the theater that you can only watch in theaters. Do giveaways, theme nights, make a Marvel premiere feel like a party. Let me cheer. Let me react. Wear a costume. Give people a reason to be excited about being in the theater again. Look at what happened to Minecraft with the chicken jockey movement, right? Yes, people were like wrecking the theater and stuff like that. And I'm not asking for that, but there was a moment there that got people in theaters, and that movie made a lot of money. And it wasn't the best movie out there. Show more than just movies. Start showing concerts, live sports, animated events, video game tournaments. Put Super Bowl on the IMAX screen. Host a Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Rewatch night. with loudspeakers and glow sticks. People will show up for that. Like, look at what happened to Minecraft when they had the Chicky Jockey movement. People were in there and excited to be there because of that one little thing. Chicken Jockey, right? And that was the reason people showed up. Sure, people were going overboard, but they brought people to the theater and people were excited to watch the movie. And that movie wasn't even that good, but it made a crap ton of money for them. 3, turn theaters into a hangout spot. Add lounges, trivia nights, casual board game nights, fan meetups. You've got a space, use it. Give people a reason to come early, stay late, make theater a community space, not just a dark room you sit in. Imagine having a sporting event there, like a Super Bowl or a playoff game or just a regular game. And in one theater, let's say you have I'm a Giants fan, right? You have the New York Giants in one theater. So if you're a Giants fan, you go in there, hang out with other Giants fans. And then the team that they're facing, let's say, is the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles are in the other theater. Or mix them up and have them all in the theater. So instead of going to a bar, you go to the movie theaters now and you hang out and you have a community watching the actual sporting event. Change theaters up. Make it fun. During the week, it's really slow. You got to change that up. 4, support indie films and retro content. Bring back old movies. Do 80 nights, cult classics, director spotlights. Give local filmmakers a screen to show their work. Make the theater feel curated, not just corporate. 5, rethink pricing. Hard. $7 bottled water? Really? Give people actual value. $5 Tuesdays. AMC is doing half off now on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Family deals, subscription bundles, and tie it into streaming. If you want people back in your seats, stop pushing them at the snack counter. So here's the bottom line. Movie theaters aren't dead because people don't love movies. They're dying because the experience isn't worth it anymore. And it's not like we don't spend money. We do. But we want to feel like we're getting something special. Right now, streaming offers convenience and options. Concerts and sports offer energy and excitement. Movie theaters offer, well, the same thing they offered always, but more expensive. Anyway, that's just my take. I'd love to hear yours. Are you still going to the movies? What would you get you back into the theaters? Or are you 100% done with it? Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.